The black shirt is more stylish than the gray one. The black shirt is more stylish than the gray one. Who is Maria? Who is Maria? Can't be an entrepreneur next year? Can't be an entrepreneur next year? I don't want to lose my love for many things. I don't want to lose my love for many things. He will then study for his exam in the library. He will then study for his exam in the library. He uses a computer for work. He uses a computer for work. We can't leave sooner. We can't leave sooner. I need to buy a new air conditioner for the summer. I need to buy a new air conditioner for the summer. We'll start a war. We'll start a war. I have an appointment on Monday. I have an appointment on Monday. They'll be watching TV when we get home. They'll be watching TV when we get home. I will have fun. I will have fun. It's like you'll have learned in 2 months. It's like you'll have learned in 2 months. Is my mom the referee? Is my mom the referee? I won't want to go home. I won't want to go home. You shouldn't dance at noon. You shouldn't dance at noon. Your stepmother was a spy. Your stepmother was a spy. Don't think right away. Don't think right away. I'm excited for my 11 o'clock class. I'm excited for my 11 o'clock class. Want a question before we start? Want a question before we start? Was it yearly? Was it yearly? He's an adult now and can make his own decisions. He's an adult now and can make his own decisions. My grandfather was an innkeeper. My grandfather was an innkeeper. Should it come in 2 minutes? Should it come in 2 minutes? Why don't we have dinner at that new restaurant? Why don't we have dinner at that new restaurant? The job offer was accepted. The job offer was accepted. Your children were nurses. Your children were nurses. Can you fill out this form before your appointment? Can you fill out this form before your appointment? We cannot deny. We cannot deny. He is running in the race. He is running in the race. Can she cry then? Can she cry then? For as long as I live. For as long as I live. I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing you. Should continue. Should continue. I don't notice anything strange. I don't notice anything strange. Can I have a receipt? Can I have a receipt? Can you help me with this assignment? Can you help me with this assignment? Could not protect. Could not protect. Call me tomorrow. Call me tomorrow. Are relatives hairdressers? Are relatives hairdressers? I think I have a fever. I think I have a fever. We visited our grandparents at the weekend. We visited our grandparents at the weekend. Walking around. Walking around. He will finish his degree and after that he will start looking for a job. He will finish his degree and after that he will start looking for a job. Can't we shoot at dusk? Can't we shoot at dusk? I wish I could participate in sports competitions. I wish I could participate in sports competitions. A writer should write as he should breathe. A writer should write as he should breathe. The book was thicker than I expected. The book was thicker than I expected. Will we be organized after one night? Will we be organized after one night? They have to negotiate after a century. They have to negotiate after a century. He will lay the pipe at dawn. He will lay the pipe at dawn. We will have dinner. We will have dinner. Were there kids firefighters? Were there kids firefighters? Do you have any siblings? Do you have any siblings? It should not be sent after 1 year. It should not be sent after 1 year. The dog is chasing its tail. The dog is chasing its tail. Can you lend me some money? Can you lend me some money? I find science fiction movies more entertaining than dramas. I find science fiction movies more entertaining than dramas. The movie was shot on location. The movie was shot on location. 2. I don't want to lose my magazines because of low prices. 2. I don't want to lose my magazines because of low prices. Good morning, can I help you with anything? Good morning, can I help you with anything? What do you recommend? What do you recommend? English is also one of the official languages of the European Union. English is also one of the official languages of the European Union. His grandson was a businessman. His grandson was a businessman. Siblings are pathologists. Siblings are pathologists. Our stepdaughter was a journeyman. Our stepdaughter was a journeyman. If you are not careful, you may lose more than you invested. If you are not careful, you may lose more than you invested. I'll be a lieutenant at dawn. I'll be a lieutenant at dawn. You prefer to stay at home. You prefer to stay at home. He doesn't sleep until he checks his emails. He doesn't sleep until he checks his emails. Rarely did he become an economist. Rarely did he become an economist. We don't all agree. We don't all agree. The children played in the park every afternoon. The children played in the park every afternoon. John will be mowing the lawn tomorrow morning. John will be mowing the lawn tomorrow morning. Doesn't he complain? Doesn't he complain? When will we meet? When will we meet? His cousins were civil engineers. His cousins were civil engineers. Part of the meeting. Part of the meeting. The moon changes phases throughout the month. The moon changes phases throughout the month. 1. I don't want to lose my love to look good. 1. I don't want to lose my love to look good. I produce. I produce. Congress passed a new law to address the problem. Congress passed a new law to address the problem. His stepson is a race car driver. His stepson is a race car driver. You always listen to music while driving. You always listen to music while driving. It's not important. It's not important. Didn't have time for lunch. Didn't have time for lunch. He could sing. He could sing. The water is too cold to swim. The water is too cold to swim. They said we won the match yesterday. They said we won the match yesterday. We were working on our project when the computer crashed. We were working on our project when the computer crashed. We must respect different cultures and beliefs. We must respect different cultures and beliefs. I like to listen to music while studying. I like to listen to music while studying. The letter was sent yesterday. The letter was sent yesterday. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions. Are his nephews financiers? Are his nephews financiers? Flowers bloomed in spring. Flowers bloomed in spring. I will take a deep breath. I will take a deep breath. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Should I be an editor a century from now? Should I be an editor a century from now? He had already left the party when I arrived. He had already left the party when I arrived. Daughter operator. Daughter operator. I'm going to a concert next month. I'm going to a concert next month. Part of it. Part of it. Can we let you know next year? Can we let you know next year? He could have won the competition. He could have won the competition. I was so sick that I could barely see. I was so sick that I could barely see. I love art, especially painting. I love art, especially painting. Much. Much. Who are you? Who are you? Can't I be a weightlifter at sunrise? Can't I be a weightlifter at sunrise? Can I have a receipt, please? Can I have a receipt, please? I'm going to take a break from studying this afternoon. I'm going to take a break from studying this afternoon. I usually sit at the front of the bus. I usually sit at the front of the bus. Is her father a blogger? Is her father a blogger? May become a urologist a year. May become a urologist a year. He did salsa in a dance competition. He did salsa in a dance competition. Here you are. Here you are. He did not dress at night. He did not dress at night. They've never been to a musical concert. They've never been to a musical concert. Shouldn't it be borrowed? Shouldn't it be borrowed? I have a great understanding. I have a great understanding. They bought new clothes. They bought new clothes. I know it. I know it. The project was completed ahead of schedule. The project was completed ahead of schedule. He started jogging every morning to improve his health. He started jogging every morning to improve his health. I will study for my exam next week. I will study for my exam next week. The boy sitting next to me is my best friend. The boy sitting next to me is my best friend. Your family was the ruler. Your family was the ruler. Are their cousins shoemakers? Are their cousins shoemakers? I was looking at the dot on the wall. I was looking at the dot on the wall. I looked at two different issues today. I looked at two different issues today. The package was delivered this morning. The package was delivered this morning. Coffee brewed by the barista. Coffee brewed by the barista. Didn't she wait? Didn't she wait? Are published monthly. Are published monthly. I'm going to the bank. I'm going to the bank. A driver was sleeping in the car. A driver was sleeping in the car. Understood? Understood? Today. Today. Are they starting a war? Are they starting a war? You should have studied vocabulary before the test. You should have studied vocabulary before the test. Wasn't it fear? Wasn't it fear? Expiration date. Expiration date. It should not merge after 5 minutes. It should not merge after 5 minutes. Can you help me with this heavy box? Can you help me with this heavy box? I put my phone in my bag. I put my phone in my bag. I am drawing. I am drawing. To continue. To continue. Advertiser in 2 hours? Advertiser in 2 hours? Rarely can they be trusted? Rarely can they be trusted? What do you eat? What do you eat? We couldn't rule at 2 a.m. before. We couldn't rule at 2 a.m. before. Could you please turn off the lights on your way out? Could you please turn off the lights on your way out? May not finance 2 weeks. May not finance 2 weeks. I'm tired of my mind. I'm tired of my mind. He always wears a suit to work. He always wears a suit to work. Her aunt is a hairdresser. Her aunt is a hairdresser. I took a nap and felt refreshed as a result. I took a nap and felt refreshed as a result. Is there a fresh poultry counter in the store? Is there a fresh poultry counter in the store? We find this problem. We find this problem. He enjoys playing basketball with his friends. He enjoys playing basketball with his friends. The children were playing hide and seek in the backyard. The children were playing hide and seek in the backyard. When I miss the bus, I let my sister know and my sister drops me off at school. When I miss the bus, I let my sister know and my sister drops me off at school. You should turn off the lights when you leave the room. You should turn off the lights when you leave the room. Much. Can we own? Can we own? Did not put it in place at dusk. Did not put it in place at dusk. How often? How often? Can't it stop? Can't it stop? How fun! How fun! The percentage of students attending university is increasing. The percentage of students attending university is increasing. I need a day off after that busy week. I need a day off after that busy week. He studied English for 2 hours. He studied English for 2 hours. I am sure he will be very successful. I am sure he will be very successful. He fixed the car. He fixed the car. Sentences. Sentences. I will always remember our relationship and how important we are to each other. I will always remember our relationship and how important we are to each other. I'm so nervous for my meeting tomorrow. I'm so nervous for my meeting tomorrow. I have a choice. I have a choice. She danced in the school's talent show. She danced in the school's talent show. They met in college and have been best friends ever since. They met in college and have been best friends ever since. What a talented musician. What a talented musician. Are you playing a musical instrument? Are you playing a musical instrument? I get up. I get up. Grilled squid. Grilled squid. Do you like football? Do you like football? Avalanche. Avalanche. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. To make a decision. To make a decision. I need some explanation about this policy. I need some explanation about this policy. They should not be suspicious. They should not be suspicious. Let me show you around the city. Let me show you around the city. They cannot continue after one afternoon. They cannot continue after one afternoon. He wishes he could travel to all the wonders of the world. He wishes he could travel to all the wonders of the world. By the time he graduates, he will have already started his career. By the time he graduates, he will have already started his career. We watched a play in the theater. We watched a play in the theater. They played football in the park. They played football in the park. Is your aunt a maid? Is your aunt a maid? Taken into account. Taken into account. Will it grow? Will it grow?